Husband doesn't believe we are broke. My husband doesn't believe me when I say we have no money. My current job doesn't pay great, but I to work from home and maintain the house. We make roughly the same. Our bills are just too much. We have too many credit cards, and he doesn't realize the amount that is put on each month, not including the interest. It's $15 here, $20 there, $60 for a video game, then $150 in food for us and our toddler. He wants a hobby toy each week, claiming it's just $25. What can I do? At this point I'm pinching dimes and nickels from him, so it looks like I'm depriving him of life, but we can't afford it. Edit: we make about $90,000 a year and live in CA. Our mortgage is $4,600, $1,200 in daycare a month, and after paying bills we have $300 left. Not including the amount put on credit cards. We owe like $35,000 in credit card. Your mortgage is way too high for $90,000. Like absurdly high. Doing the math, if you guys have no deductions, you are taking home at most $5.6 thousand a month. Mortgage is $4.6 thousand. Daycare is $1,200. You guys start off every month in the negative. There's no way he will still be in denial if you just show him the simple math. You guys can't even afford to pay the necessities, nonetheless have money for a hobby. $35K in CC debt means you're more than broke, you have negative money. That mortgage payment is crazy relative to your income. You are worse than broke, you're falling further behind each month. You have to change now or you're going to eventually lose the house. Your mortgage is your problem. You simply cannot afford a mortgage of that size on a household income of $90,000. Especially, when you have tons of credit card debt. Tell him either wake up or you are done. The house needs to be sold. You need to use the proceeds to pay off your debt and rent something significantly cheaper. I know you're in Cali, but that mortgage is an absurd percentage of your take-home. It's not sustainable without an increase in income. Realistically, you need to sell your house. Unless you both double your income, you can't afford it, and even then it wouldn't be a ton of fun. $90K for $4,600, or are you saying $90K each, which is still too high? How did you even get qualified? $4,600 for your mortgage? Holy shitballs. Also, your CC debt is DEFCON 1. That is insane high interest debt. You should be buying zero video games or fun shit with that CC. Sorry. He needs to understand your finances so you can both get out of this very dangerous situation. My husband doesn't believe me when I say we have no money. As others have said, this sounds more like relationship issues than financial. If he's in denial, then you're in a tough spot. Almost $5,000 a month for a mortgage? Wow. Saving 15 or 20 bucks here and there from credit cards isn't going to make much headway against that. It's like saying, well, we've got a Porsche in the driveway, but instead of trading it in on a used VW Passat, we'll just cancel the Netflix subscription and go from there. $4,600 mortgage is like a $700,000 $1 million house depending on what your interest rate is. How did you qualify for that mortgage on a combined $90,000 salary? Something ain't right. Show him the statements. Add it all up. Compare it to your income. If others weren't crystal clear enough for you, you will be bankrupt and homeless within a year or two, unless you get rid of that house or literally double your salaries. You need a financial advisor, with your husband present, absolutely immediately. That $35K debt has no chance of being paid off at the moment. Do you make $90K each or $90K total? Sell your house. These people live in a $3-4 million house with $90K income and think the issue is video games. Who approved that mortgage? How is that possible? $4,600 mortgage on $90K gross is insane. You aren't broke from hobbies and toys. If April is like 1820, let him know he's losing out on a system and multiple games a month in interest. I'm averaging about $75,000 a year right now and barely have anything left over, and my bills aren't anywhere near that. No idea how they think this is feasible. $90,000 each or total? That mortgage either way is probably too much. I don't even need to know the full details to know you are broke. $90,000 in CA is not enough for two with a mortgage, let alone a toddler as well. Someone needs to get a better paying job. You make $90,000 a year, but have a $55,000 a year mortgage? That's your biggest problem, and your husband making a small purchase here or there isn't going to change anything. We have no relevant RPF information. This sounds more like our relationship advice the way it's currently phrased. I recommend checking it out. You spend 2-3 of your money on mortgage and daycare alone. I think you need to get a cheaper house and possibly cheaper daycare if possible. Have you shown him the bills, credit card, and bank statements? At that point it should be pretty easy to add up the debt and bills due compared to the money you have. If that doesn't work, marriage therapy may be on the table, or worse. How did you get approved for that mortgage? It's pretty easy to show someone they're spending more than they make. Do so if you haven't done this. And if they're still not changing their behavior, might be time for counseling. I'm with everyone else on this one. How in the world did you get approved for a mortgage carrying a $4,600 payment on $90K of income? Furthermore, why did you ever take it? That leaves literally nothing for all other expenses. Handling finances should not solely be left up to you. Have him take an active role in paying bills. My husband was the same way. Wouldn't look at financial stuff and wouldn't quit spending. We had to file bankruptcy. $4,600, holy fuck, that's insane on $90K. At this rate your credit cards are going nowhere but up. Yeah, you are living way above your means. $4,600 mortgage making $90,000 a year is unsustainable even without kids. Either your income needs to increase substantially like $5,100 or you need to get rid of that house. With $35,000.00 in CC debt at 20 or more interest, I do not have to look at anything else to know you are way past broke. The it is just 25.00 is not even a discussion at this point. You need counseling and not a $4,600.00 mortgage. It looks like you both have some heavy-duty decisions to make and some serious, eye-opening discussions are in order. Where do you and where does he see your financial situation in 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and what is the plan and forecast on the credit card's debts? Can you move to all-call area and keep the work-from-home job? From what you've posted it mostly seems to be your mortgage that's causing the trouble. Is that $90K each? Or $90K total? If it's $90K total, the best thing I can say here is you need to get rid of the house as hard as it is. $4,600 for $90K is extremely steep. I'm in my 20s and I make $106K and my mortgage is $2,014 post-tax. I make little over $4K per month and even this is aggressive. Simply put, you guys cannot afford that house. I cannot imagine this in a state like CA with ultra-high taxes. Yeah, WTF, you need to get that mortgage below like $2,000. Drastic lifestyle changes needed. So, your husband sounds like a little child. He needs to be an adult and sit down with you and go over the finances together. He needs to be involved in the monthly budgeting. He's a grown adult and a father. He needs to act like it. You can show him this if you'd like. Do you each make $90,000 a year or $90,000 combined? You definitely can't afford $5,800 of base expenses per year. You were broke $35K ago. You need to cut the house. That's insanely high. Your income is only $90K combined.